we have a leak. I'm here in my son's bathroom, and that right back there is telltale signs that something's leaking. But I'm also not 100% certain that it's the tank leaking or if maybe it's something from underneath the bowl. So I'm going to use the old tried and true method. I'm going to dye the water. All right, I've got my paper towels, my 409, and the greatest purchase in the history of purchases ever at the Iowa State Fair, a ShamWow. So again, there's a couple of different places that the leak could be coming from. It could be coming from the tank, could also be coming from the bowl itself, maybe leaking underneath. That's probably a little less likely because the seal is still pretty good. Another place it could be coming from is the valve, and as you can see, that's in fantastic shape. Have I mentioned how much I hate this tile? All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ShamWow and I'm going to place it underneath the bowl. So that way, if anything does leak out onto the floor again, it's going to drip onto this ShamWow and it won't get all over the floor. Plus, it'll confirm that we in fact do have a leak from somewhere. And next up, in the immortal words of Axl Rose, time to die. Okay, that's not really how he said it. It's only going to take a couple of drops of the dye into the water there. It'll still sufficiently color it enough so that we know for sure that there is a leak coming from the tank. If the water that leaks out onto the ShamWow isn't red, then we know that it's not coming from the tank, and then it could be coming from either the valve or from the bowl itself. But if it's red, then we know it's coming from the tank. Also, the dye will tell us if there is a slow leak from the tank into the bowl itself, because we will start to see red streaks going into the bowl from the tank. And for those of you who are saying, well, what if it's leaking when it flushes? Well, we've thought of that as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it sit here for a little while, keep an eye on it, and then we'll do a flush test and see if it starts leaking after we flush it. Hooray, home ownership.